Yeah, there's no more easy matches. It's already been that way. We were in the playoffs, you know, it's crazy, but like now it's like they're all hard. I mean, it's pretty shocking to see Slip versus Kano so far back in the losers bracket, but when you got this many sick competitors, I mean, somebody's got to be down there. And Slip so far able to battle out, manXmud able to battle out, but which one will be able to make it out here? Both of them already in the money in terms of prize pots, but would obviously like to see them go further. But only one of them can make it.
Certainly, we hate to lose either of these players, but that is the rule. We can't have a 10 win. I guess we technically could.
Everyone's a winner. Blue stars, gold stars are so last year. Everybody gets blue stars.
Orange slices between races.
Yes. Make sure to schedule a nap time for the next tournament.
Well, in all seriousness, we are underway, hoping for some good Lackey skips here, and we get some good ones synced into the door. Obviously, at this stage in the tournament, everybody's going to be LBLJing. Let's get some clean ones here, keep this race close, and I think we're going to have 2 good ones here. Yes, wow. Slip actually making it past the invisible wall there.
Yeah, having quite a bit of speed. But is into Dark World, which is the big hurdle, right? You make it into Dark World, you're kind of breathing a sigh of relief. Of course, it's not over yet. Dark World, one of the most difficult stars in the run. You got to make it over some pretty scary jumps, and you're trying to go fast, right? So you're trying to make these crazy fast moving platform cycles. And, you know, one slip up, one miscalculation, you're taking a dive into a pit, you're losing 30 seconds plus, and definitely one of the scarier parts in my brain. Especially considering it's right at the beginning of the run.
If I were to guess, I would guess that at top level play, that the majority, or not the majority, but the most reset in stage would be Dark World. LBLJ, Lucky to Skip, not a huge deal breaker for these blocker, I guess, for these runners. Dark World, so much can go wrong.
I mean, if you want to get really technical, I would assume that the most resetted stage is lobby. LBLJ is quite the hurdle, especially when you're trying to go fast. Like if you're trying to go for like a really consistent mash, or really consistent setup, you know, doing the slow turnaround in the corner and all that, it can be pretty consistent. But when you're going for like instant long jump, like super fast mashing, you know, you get too much or too little speed and it's over. You just gotta reset your console and watch the intro for another 50 seconds. manXmud actually...
Oh, no.
Did he cart tilt? He cart tilted.
He cart tilted.
Oh my god, manXmud.
What an awful break. He has confirmed in our chat that his N64 has crashed. Somebody has bet 1 singular point on manXmud. Could win 17,000 back if he is able to come back in this race. Obviously, the key here will be making sure his N64 works.
Yeah, that was definitely a cart tilt. I mean, you could tell from the hangulations Mario's taking there. That was not a standard animation.
No. What's the protocol in this case? Is manXmud just expected to keep going here?
I mean, I guess he could just forfeit, but kind of tragic.
Oh, he didn't even save. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna guess that this is a forfeit incoming.
Honestly, like, at this point, I feel like saving in tournaments is like almost like big brain.
slipperynip obviously not aware, as he's all done with Womp's Fortress. We continue to wait what is going to happen here with manXmud. I don't think I've ever seen a cartridge tilt in a race. That's the worst possible break. And in fact, I believe slipperynip now aware that his opponent is frozen. Looks like we're going to have a nice display of sportsmanship here. Slip offering to restart the race.
Yeah, you'd love to see that. I mean, it's hard in that situation as a tournament admin to be like, yeah, you got to restart your run where you just got out of Dark World cleanly, and then, you know, we'll see what happens game 2. But yeah, definitely good to see from Slip just offering a rematch. So we are getting started here. We're ready to go. I mean, slipperynip versus manXmud. What do you think about this matchup, AC Money?
I mean, we've kind of been we've already been teased for 10 minutes. I'm ready to get this on.
What are you talking about?
I'm ready to see some Mario action.
I just started the stream. What do you mean?
Oh, wow. Huh. Crazy. I just had this massive deja vu that we've already started this race.
Yeah, kind of weird, champ. Not gonna lie. I mean, you're aware it's 2016, right?
Oh, that's a huge relief, man. I just had this horrible, like, 6-year-long dream. We were in this awful pandemic. Wait, crap, that means I still work for the bank. No!
Alright, we could fast forward. It's actually 2022.
Alright.
It's actually the 16 Star Open. Very poggers, very champion. I'm ready to get things started here. At least we get to watch the intro again. I was kind of depressed. I thought we were only going to watch the intro another 3 times tonight, but we get 4 in this matchup, so that's pretty awesome. A nice little bonus.
6, technically, if you count that we're watching 2 at the same time.
Yes. True. Not false. And hey, we gave the players, or the watchers, more time to come in. You know, we're just sandbagging for time. That's what we're doing. So great job, manXmud. Just cart tilt again. You know, we're building hype, right? Now it's slipperynip's turn to cart tilt, actually. Follow the script. Both, of course, opting to go for LBLJ yet again. Be shocked to see it any other way. Both going for the instant long jump, and pretty solid mashes from both as well. Getting the turnaround in the dark room and into Dark World. And it is looking like a repeat of the match that totally didn't just happen.
Not anymore, it's not.
Uh-oh. Yeah, manXmud having some trouble grabbing that coin on the backup. Getting a little bit of a booty burn, but...
See, that would be a reset. Now his cycles are all messed up.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like manXmud would probably continue still on this base. I mean, you get a solid LBLJ, you miss the red coin, but like, that's not the end of the world. manXmud can definitely, like, get a solid PB. Like, not that his PB's bad or anything, but, like, he could definitely beat it. Like, by a pretty wide margin.
I'm sure, yeah. I would not be shocked if his sum of best is below 15. Sometimes you see good players just need to put it together for one good run.
Yeah, manXmud's sum of best is a 1454, so... Kind of cracked. This guy knows how to move the Mario. If you don't already follow manXmud, what are you doing? If you don't already follow slipperynip, maybe just close the stream. Maybe you don't belong here.
If you're not following Slip, I don't know what to tell you. I'm kind of surprised that you're watching. Okay, that's a huge relief. I had to double check to make sure I was following Slip, and I am.
If you're not following the Cool Cat Gang channel either, I mean, I don't know what you're doing there. I mean, amazing Mario 64 content. We got other speed game racing as well. Other showcases going on.
We're doing some Minecraft soon, is that correct?
Top secret. Nobody heard anything. Not happening.
It's literally on the calendar.
Nope. Secret. Okay. Secret. Hasn't been announced on Twitter yet. It's not real.
So there's no Minecraft coming whatsoever. If you are only here for Minecraft, unfollow and unsubscribe immediately.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. We need the followers. Please, I'm begging you to be. Also, thank you for the host, Ouija. I just saw that in the ticker bar. Very, very poggers. As we see Slip here pulling up to the stock folder setup. very, very notorious for going for the sock folder in races in recent times.
He
So
did that
missing
earlier.
it.
Wow. He got it in the scrapped run. manXmud getting the texture setting.
Oh my goodness.
So that's going to give him a bit of a lead here.
Going for full setup sock folder, especially in like a high stakes risk at this skill level, is and missing it is just like, it's got to be soul crushing. I think Slip is definitely the caliber of player that's gonna be able to, you know, brush that off, not really be too worried about it. But having it back up to Wild Blue on the first one.
First try Owlless for manXmud.
A little bit.
There we go.
Little bit of a quick punch there from Slip, scared me a little bit, but grabs it the second time. So no cannonless meltdown from either player. You love to see that. Slip having to deal with the, what's that star called? Owlless, that one, the cage one, the cage star.
Yes.
A beautiful double jump Owlless from slipperynip, making it look a little bit easy. Definitely is not easy.
Well, manXmud gonna take a bit of a lead here into the basement. So lots of Mario to be played.
Star is called
Folks that
Cage
got in
Grab.
on-
I thought it was called Mad Owl. It's just what I heard.
I could not tell you for the life of me what the official name of that star is. I'm pretty sure the only one I know is Blast Away the Wall and Through the Jet Stream because there's two of them. Anyway, great Talma Plus by manXmud. slipperynip gonna reciprocate here. Beautifully done by both players. Neither one is gonna struggle on Plus, and that means that these runners are gonna have a great race here down the stretch.
Yeah, always nice to see two Time Pluses back to back. Both runners just making it look easy yet again, and this is what you want to see. Obviously, you don't want to see a cart tilt in Dark World. That is not what you want to see. That is what crushes your soul, especially when it's the underdog, you know, taking a loss. Maybe it's like, maybe it's the one who's expected to win. You're like, aha, the world conspiring against slipperynip, manXmud uprising. But I don't know. I want to see manXmud, you know, have an opportunity here and making it look possible right now. Only has one star left to go in SSL, and it's the easy star. Same one for Slip, but a pretty solid lead for manXmud.
I take that back. I also know Shining atop the pyramid.
Huge. What about Cruiser over the rainbow?
It's not cruising over the rainbow?
I don't think so.
Huh. Alright, well, then I didn't know. Red Hot Rolling Log in this stage, I also know.
I think it's actually Red Hot Log Rolling. Can we get some Simp Axe in the chat? Is that still an emote? Or did that get, like, deleted? I'm not even sure. Simp Act is a great emote. I think we'll see both players skipping the log, though, this time around, and gonna opt for side hop, of course. Or...
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I've never heard this name, but I've been hearing corner jump in this tournament, and I don't know, I kind of like corner jump. I don't know
yeah,
how to
corner
feel
jump
about
makes more sense to me than side hop. They're not really hopping, per se.
I mean, Mario's definitely got the hops. I don't know.
Well, yes, he's able to jump like twice as high.
Yeah, manXmud having some troubles here on the lava boost, specifically with the later part, you know, getting the boost all right, but afterwards not quite making it onto the poles and not skipping the poles properly. slipperynip just making that look like absolute butter right there, just slicing through the star like it's nothing and catching up quite a bit of time.
He needs every opportunity he can get here to be able to come back, and he is making up for lost time. You can tell he is one of the very top runners. Oh no! And slipperynip's actually going to take the lead on a failed side hop, corner jump, whatever it's called. Now you're messing me up.
Yeah, insane logless from slipperynip there. Just absolutely picking apart the run right now, not letting manXmud feel comfortable for even a second. The lead is gone, and manXmud is playing catch up. But it's not too bad right now. slipperynip just, you know, half a star or so ahead. Going for this bully. And looking pretty clean. Gets the ledge skip, gets the ground pound into the lava. See if manXmud can clap back with his own. Looks like it.
Yeah, it's looking good. It is 100% not called Big One in the other cage. That I can promise you.
How do you know? Do you read Japanese?
I do not read Japanese.
Called
If
out.
you're talking about the Japanese name, that would be one thing.
I was kind of learning some Japanese one time, and then I started like speedrunning OOT, and I recognized the kanji for forest, and I felt like a genius. I was like, this is like the most galaxy brain moment in my life. And I don't think I remember any other one other than that anymore.
For a brief point in high school, I had my last 2 classes were Spanish and physics. And because it was the end of the day and I was tired, sometimes I would do the physics equations in Spanish in my head.
That does not sound fun. Oh, and very nice triple box jump from Slip, though. That is not the easiest star to do under pressure, but making it look easy. Pretty much making everything look easy. Like, this run from Slip is kind of insane right now.
Yeah, Slip showing why he has a sub 15, why he's one of those very few elite players. His movement has, as the kids say, been cracked. Everything is just so clean for him. The only thing he's really messed up so far is missing a sock folder cannonless, which is kind of atypical of him, but in any event, everything else has been on point.
Yeah, chat actually kind of against you right now. Death Drive in the chat claiming that he watches anime and it is called Big One in the other cage, so I'm gonna have to defer my judgment and
yeah, that's a good point. If he watches anime, then he would know all of the names of the Japanese Super Mario 16 stars, 64 stars, whatever. 64 star category win.
Oh my god, no. slipperynip gonna be getting that punch grab. Nice and easy. Can manXmud grab the bunny as well? Does not nab it, unfortunately. Having to go for the backup in the corner. Not a huge deal, but when you're going up against slipperynip, these small deals start becoming big deals, because you can't make these small mistakes. slipperynip, not going to make as many as most, so... Ooh, the double jump not quite working, though. The glitchy jump not getting through the door, but quick backup. manXmud in tow. We'll see how DDD goes.
Quick jump here to try to make up some time. Doesn't get it either.
That's the same thing. That's funny.
Slip opting not to go for chip clip, not surprised as he has the lead.
Yeah, so chip clip's kind of like a Hail Mary race strategy. I can't imagine anybody really trying to go for it in a race, just as a standard strat. But we've had slipperynip have some issues with that front sub. It's been a little bit slippery, I gotta say. Like, he's been taking some falls.
manXmud also lining up for the front sub. I would expect nothing less from racers this deep into the tournament. And no! There you go. Opportunity for manXmud to make up the time here.
I hate to say I told you so, especially in this situation, but...
Oh, look at that front sub by manXmud. He's in the lead. So clean.
Yeah, and Slip just unable to get this backup going. Does eventually get it, but that was a lot of time. Just as I was talking about how...
the star, getting lag.
slipperynip doesn't make these small mistakes, but that was a pretty large one. Like, that's a pretty significant amount of time loss. We're into Fire Sea here. manXmud with some very clean movement here on the pole glitch. A little bit slow off the pole with a wonky angle, but should still be able to make early. Ultimate far off the table. I don't know if we can even do the triple jump wall kick. I think we can, but it's going to be close. Just going to opt to go for standard movement. Doesn't get any sort of wall kick movement, though. Just a little bit unfortunate, a little bit uncharacteristic.
Getting a ground pound, too, and Slip taking a fall. This is starting to fall apart.
Rough.
He's going to have to wait for the next cycle now, as manXmud going to be into the funnel, fighting Bowser. All of a sudden, manXmud coming back from that cartridge tilt. He has a pretty decent lead.
Yeah, interesting moves there at the end there. Opting for the single burn. Didn't really need to save the health, but also taking some running there at the end. So a little bit of an interesting strat there for the slipperynip, but making it into the pipe, no problems. A little bit extra time loss, though. Didn't make that early cycle.
now it is down to the BLJs and the Sky with manXmud in a decent-sized lead, about 10 seconds. Maybe a little more even.
Yeah, definitely a solid lead here, heading into BLJs, and if there's anywhere you want to lead into, it's BLJs, because these can be really, really, really scuffed. We'll see if manXmud's able to connect.
You would want to lead going into the big star at the end of the Bowser 3 fight, but that's
very true.
manXmud with a first try 50 BLJ.
Yeah, I think most players would like to win the game. I agree. Okay, that is the weirdest angle I've ever seen.
Yeah, what is happening here? Yeah, he's going to have to reset. Now this is starting to fall apart. If you're a Slip fan, you are clenching your teeth. manXmud with a big lead.
Yeah, certainly clenching your something, as manXmud is deep into Sky already, making that triple jump dive. And now it's just up to really triple jump wall kick and throws. You know, there can be some minor mess ups here or there, but as long as the triple jump wall kick is good and we hit all 3 throws, manXmud's chilling. Like, even a couple missed throws here are fine.
Well, first we gotta hit this, and we do.
Yeah, smartly.
Wonky elevator cycle, but able to save it.
Yeah, just noticing that, you know, the cycle's not going to work out, just opting to go for a free cycle and going really, really safe on the ending here. manXmud definitely watching the stream, definitely knowing the position he's in. Does not want to mess with any Goombas, doesn't want to mess with any invis ceilings. Just going to get over to Bowser and hopefully be able to close things off.
Probably about a 2-throw buffer. Great elevators there by Slip, trying to make up time, but manXmud not going to let him. There's throw number 2.
One more throw.
For the game, that looks good. He's got it.
Yeah, and against all odds, manXmud going up a game here at the beginning versus Slip. This is kind of crazy. I mean, imagine if manXmud actually manages to do this, actually manages to come on top versus Slip. That would be insane.
With a 15, no less. I saw from chat, going into the basement, I'm pretty sure he was on PB pace. So he was playing absolutely insane that race. Slip obviously left the door open with a couple mistakes there at the end, but credit to manXmud for slamming the door shut. 15:52, only 22 seconds off his PB. Slip gonna come in with a low to mid 16, and Slip now gonna have to have the reverse sweep, or else we're gonna lose Slip before we get to the podium.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
That would be unthinkable.
I'm just like, I'm simultaneously scared and stoked for a world where manXmud beats both slipperynip and Kano out of this bracket phase in the lower bracket. That would be crazy. That would be actually like the craziest thing. Like, not saying that I doubt him, but like, it would be such an upset, right? Like, so many people sleep on manXmud. It's always said, it's always kind of thrown in your face, but this dude's got the moves.
I was Slip that beat Kano, not manXmud.
Well, yeah, but he's still gonna beat them out of the bracket is the point.
I see what you're saying. By the transitive property. I follow.
Alright, looks like we are both ready for the next game, so we'll get them counted down here. Would like to remind everybody that this tournament is sponsored by the fantastic charity organization Urban Arts, which supplies kids in New York and all across the United States the educations they need to succeed in the future with their careers in the tech, industries, specifically around game design. So they focus mostly on college students, just getting ready for college, high school students, get them prepped, get them the skills they need, get them the scholarships they need. Typically in lower income areas, so people who wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity, able to go to school, able to create some awesome games. So shout out to them for making everything happen and putting up a sick prize pool for this event, $1,500 for the N64 bracket. And yeah, a lot on the line here. Game number 2. Slip on the ropes. Not where you'd expect to be, right? Coming into this matchup, you look at the PBs especially, you're like, ah, man, Slip's got this in the bag, but the old saying goes, anything can happen in a race, and it's surely coming true today.
Slip the number 2 seed. If we lose him, we're down to the 1, 6, and 7 seeds. March has passed us, but this is truly some madness.
manXmud counter to 1. Oh. I was literally thinking counterfactored. I thought you were making a meme about counterfactored. I was like, what does this even mean? Thank you for that, though. Appreciate you.
Slip gonna get the cleaner LBLJ this time. A little bit of airtime going into the trapdoor. Nevertheless, gonna hold a fraction of a lead. Cycle's looking decent for both players.
Yeah, definitely looking solid and good to see as well. I mean, it's hard to say.
Oh, well, maybe not anymore.
Yeah, they both still made Shig here, so not a huge deal. Did get the amp, but the nice thing about Shig is like you can lose quite a bit of time and still make it. If you're going optimally, especially if you're doing like box rollout movement, it becomes pretty, not easy, but it becomes pretty reasonable.
Right. The cycles in this stage are certainly much more forgiving than, say, in Fire Sea.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's very much less pass or fail, right? Like in Fire Sea, it's like you miss the cycle and you're sitting there waiting. In this stage, if you miss a cycle, it's super easy to just die. Like if you're trying to like squeeze into a cycle, you're trying to like hit Shig or you're trying to hit Xayah, and you just barely miss it, like you're dead. So like kind of taking the L it's almost like a nice little safety feature in Dark World. You can kind of like slow down, be like, all right, I'm gonna get Shig. All right, I'm gonna get normal or get some in between. I think we called it Reggie cycle. I think that's the new name. But either way, both players making through cleanly. Heading into Wasp Fortress here. Let's see if Slip is able to keep things under control, specifically with the cannonless. You saw him struggling a tiny bit with the sock folder setup, which, you know, you miss cannonless. You don't think it's that big of a deal if you miss it once, but when you're going for the full setup, it loses a lot of extra time. He's got to do this backflip, he's got to do the punch. Whereas with texture setup, with Salt Plus, you don't have to do any of that nonsense. You just kind of go straight for the star. I believe manXmud got a 1552 and slipperynip got like a 16-0 something. Low 16 for the first race.
I was 1552 and 1618.
Epic.
For the 2 teams.
Both players nabbing Owlus, slipperynip grabbing a little bit of time save with the double jump. But we are neck and neck here.
Yes, best of 3. So, manXmud in a 1-0 lead, slipperynip on the ropes, and since we are in the loser's bracket, the loser of this match is eliminated from the tournament. We could be losing the second place on the leaderboard, slipperynip.
Yeah, but not if manXmud is making bonks like that, taking a pretty fierce bonk on Wild Blue, and sets him back quite a bit. We are no longer in sync here, so to speak, as we enter the basement, but if there's any part of the run where something's going to change when you're collecting stars, like obviously the late game is huge, but when when you're collecting stars, like basement is where you're really scared, right? Wasp Fortress, not so scary. Stars you can lose time on, but you're never going to fall and die, right? Pillarless, fall into a pit, you're dead. Lava Land, you burn your booty too many times, you're dead. And anytime you die in this game, you're losing so much time to just cutscenes. It can be really rough.
Let's not forget Tama Plus here.
Oh yeah.
Looking good. That is right in there. And manXmud's also looking good. He's in there. We cannot go first to 10, but maybe we can do some 24/7 speedrunning variety after this. That's a joke. I'm sure we'll raid someone after the stream's over. I can watch that.
Yeah, I'm thinking some Minish Cap world records from 2016 could be on the agenda, but manXmud here just barely snagging the Talon Bird there. That was actually crazy. Klepto almost dodging manXmud.
Get your Minish Cap out of my 24/7 Mario variety. Yes, finals best of 5. The person who comes up from the losers bracket will have a 1-0 disadvantage. However, so I guess a maximum of 4 races, but in any event, the person out of the losers bracket does not have to win 2 separate matches to win the tournament.
Yeah, next time around when we do the 16 Star Open, I think we might extend the playoffs in terms of amount of gameplay per round, but I don't know. We'll see what the players think. It's always important to hold the players. More content is nice, but also trying to pin down top runners for multiple hours at a time can be a little bit tricky. And make the tournament
we'll get on
drag
that best of 5 120 star.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Cheese and Simply would both be very down to do that at any time. Flip going for Lava Boost here, burning his booty. Does make it up and getting the pole skips as well, so another solid Lava Boost from Slip. Can manXmud? No, unfortunately grabbing the second one.
Yeah, it's a lot better than his first time doing Lava Boost, when she had a lot of problems with the second half of that star. Slip looking good again with his second straight poleless. And this was looking to be a turning point of the last race here at this corner jump. Slip gonna get it first try. manXmud needed 2 tries, and that is where Slip took his first lead of the match. Although manXmud getting it first try here, it's pretty similar, I would say, going into HMC, and we know how that first race ended.
Yeah, I mean,
we need to keep Bully Star.
The kind of go-to for like mess ups like that, you know, grabbing one pole on Fire Sea is like, or excuse me, on Lava Boost is like, you know, you can't afford to make these mistakes versus slipperynip. But I mean, we saw in the last game, slipperynip, you know, not infallible, can make these big mistakes as well. So we'll see if slipperynip cleans it up. I'm honestly not going to be that shocked if Slip just goes for rear sub here. Like, just takes the L and just goes for rear sub. Although, I mean, how many times does Slip go for rear sub? Could he possibly mess that up? That would even be worse, but I don't know. It's been kind of his crux.
If you're at the level that Slip is, you have back sub in your arsenal. Even if you don't practice it, you have it in your arsenal. You've done it before. You have the muscle memory deep down there somewhere. Another C-up slide and a good rock pattern. Although missing the wall jump there. And then missing the star, so losing a little bit of time. We'll see if manXmud can make the most of it.
Triple box jump, good for slipperynip here. Does have that Toad Star still on deck as well. So Toad Star and Emergency Exit left for slipperynip. 2 extremely fast stars. We got Emergency Exit and Rolling Rocks left for manXmud. So a bit of a like more standard star order, I would say, for manXmud here. Slipperynip mixing it up a little bit. Grabbing the Toad Star, 14th star, and then grabbing Emergency Exit last. A little bit strange, but definitely acceptable. We'll let it pass. I think it's fine.
Rock Cycle looking good though. Slip on out of here.
Yeah,
and only with about a 3-second lead.
Yeah, low 10-2Xs for both players heading out here. This is very, very good pace. Very, very 15able for both. It would be sick to see a back-to-back 15 from both racers in the same race. We'll see if it happens.
Can somebody in chat check to see if manXmud, what manXmud's pace is? Because this has been pretty solid pace.
manXmud is definitely on PB pace. It's not like crazy PB pace, but it's definitely PB pace.
Imagine if manXmud... Okay, almost just lost Mips there. I don't think I've ever seen him just, like, up-warp like that. That was interesting. He's on 15-15 pace, says Leglando. That is cracked. Imagine if manXmud's able to pull off a PB here to knock out Slip.
Yeah, I mean, we would have to tie all his golds to get a 15-15, but we'll see what happens. I'm definitely a believer in the Muddy Man. And Slip just sticking to the front sub here.
15-15 BPT. That is not 15-15 pace. Although Slip getting first try front sub, that's where he started to lose it, but he did struggle quite a bit in both Fire C and on BLJs. manXmud having trouble lining up this front sub after having a great front sub last time. Essentially first try, but did lose a bunch of time.
Yeah, and Slip into Fire C here with a nice pull glitch. Looking pretty solid so far. And we see an early cycle.
Looking good.
I would sure hope so. Can we see an ultimate cycle? Oh.
The potential. He's going for it.
Yeah, making his way downtown, walking fast, doing some jumps, and he's into the toilet.
He is homebound.
Hopefully he doesn't live in a toilet. I would be a little bit concerned.
manXmud also going for ultimate cycle.
Okay.
Trying to keep pace with Slip,
no.
taking a burn. That's okay. That is okay. Loses a tad bit of time. As long as he doesn't take damage in this stage, he should be fine. Which is pretty uncommon.
Yeah, players are very used to operating on a no-hit sort of mentality in this fight, going for the ground pound. I am really, really bad about... I started doing the ground pound sometimes here, and I just ground pound too late and then fall through the stage and then die, and it's probably the most embarrassing thing you can do. So yeah, I'm a big advocate of the jump kick. Big jump kick fan.
Slip apparently on 15-1x pace. Slip does not want to be eliminated from this tournament. He is having a great run of it here. But remember, he had some issue with his 50-star door in his first run. Having a little bit of issue lining up.
Yeah, that should work.
The angle's not great.
Yeah, angle is not a big deal, though. The only thing that the angle is really, like, worrisome about is, like, mostly just, like, I mean, obviously wet dry worlding, but then, like, when to mash A, right? Because you have to hit A on a very specific frame in order to make Mario's booty connect with the stairs, and making it into the pipe with the ledge grab. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, manXmud is looking like he could make up a little bit of time here on the BLJs, but he's finding himself behind the 8-ball. Slip, a little bit of a slip there. Slip from slip, you know, typical. But it looks like he has about a 15-second lead. He did lose a little bit of it there at the beginning of Bowser in the Sky, but all things told, he should have at least one throw of buffer.
West Dog chugging the copium right now, saying that manXmud can possibly get a PB here with a 3-second bits gold, maybe. Let's see it happen. slipperynip on the other hand with a slick moving right side so far. Can manXmud come back from this? Would need a little bit of help from Slip. Needs some missed tosses here.
Oh, that might have just afforded Slip an extra throw. Thankfully, he didn't fall to the bottom of the stage. Actually, I'm not sure if Slip can miss 2 throws, but he's made 2, so it might not matter. And there it is, 3 for 3 on throws.
Yeah,
We have a 1-1 race. Slip beating manXmud's PB. manXmud gonna miss a throw there, unfortunately, so there goes his excellent run. And we're gonna see Slip try to save his tournament life in this third and final game upcoming.
Yeah, Slip not going down without a fight. Coming back in game 2 and grabbing a 15-21, shaving almost a minute off of his previous race time. Dude's cracked. Dude is not afraid to pull out the low 15s in a race. I mean, he did it last series. He's doing it this series. Can he do it again? manXmud, unfortunately, unable to close things out here. Almost got another 15. Maybe not quite, but
I'm hoping
very
that's
close.
not going to knock down his morale much. Because if he keeps missing throws here, and thankfully he gets this one, hopefully it doesn't get too much into his head. Because so far, both of these races have been, you know, decently close. And we could very well see this entire match come down to throws in race 3. So I am hoping for his sake that he is not too discouraged by that 16-14.
Yeah, I don't
still
see.
A very good time within a minute of his PB.
I don't see manXmud losing his mentality to some throws. This is an extremely seasoned runner. This dude's used to it. This dude, when you get to this level, you're used to being like PB pacing Sky up to your 3rd throw and just throwing Bowser off the edge. It's just like you're numb to it at this point, right? It's like it's disappointing, but it's like, all right, another day running 16 star. Oh, joyous day. You know, it's like, I don't know. I don't think that he's gonna have too much of an issue with it. I think manXmud comes back in game 3. He's ready to rock and roll. And we'll see if these racers are prepped and ready for game number 3. But yeah, this one is proven to be a pretty poggers match, as they say.
Definitely intense. Both of these runners have shown their full potential, but not in the same race so far. manXmud and Slip have both had races within 30 seconds of their PB, but manXmud's was in race 1, Slip's was in race 2. Even their off runs were below 16.5. So it is all down to this 3rd and final race. Who is going to take this one?
Yeah, I mean, even this race series has a lot of implications in terms of the prize pool, right? Because you're coming into this match, you're already in the money. 4th place takes home 150, but if you win this match, you automatically get bumped up another $125. So you win this series, you basically just made $125 playing Mario for an hour. I mean,
and potential for even more money if you're able to get 2nd or 1st.
Yeah, I mean, 1st place 750, a little bit of a bump over 150, only $600 more XD.
As Death Drive points out, we do have the best scripts on Twitch. Arguably a race 4 if you count that cartridge tilt we had earlier. We promised you 2, maybe 3 races. You're getting 4. That's just the kind of content we deliver here on the Cool Cat Gang.
Value.
It's me, Mario.
Anime, you have to be a gold tier patron. You got to give us more money on our Patreon in order to get access to the scripts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure we have a Patreon, but you could certainly subscribe. You know, we have some fantastic emojis. Not even filling out all the emoji slots, but you know, we'll get on it. We'll work on it. You know.
Yeah. Saren's got to eat.
All right, and both racers' countdown is started. We are in it. 5 seconds remain until the last match in this best of 3. This is huge. This is for a lot of honor, a lot of money, a lot of gameplay on the line. And we'll see who's able to bring this one home. This is winner take all. There's no more do-overs.
Big shoutouts to the 258 people watching this stream. I was just looking over now. So a lot of people sticking around watching this race. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Lots of support coming out for the finals here, or the playoff bracket rather. Appreciate everybody stopping by. If you don't already follow the channel, you gotta follow the channel. You gotta support the racers. You gotta support commentators. I mean, I know I'm a commentator, but I'm talking for the other commentators. Okay. You can also follow me. I stream some Fortnite, you know. been streaming a lot of Fortnite lately. If you like Fortnite, you know, that's the stream for you.
I'm not sure there's a whole lot of crossover appeal with Super Mario 64 and Fortnite. But...
Look, okay, Fortnite is epic. It's a very cool game. It's almost as cool as these 2 back-to-back LBLJs we're about to see.
Or 8. Oh, maybe not. Whoa, 0 for 2.
All right, okay. It's almost as cool as these
scripts
back-to-back
are
LBLJs we're about to see.
Right. Apparently not, because manXmud misses on his second attempt. This would be a reset, but not in a race. No more do-overs. He's got to nail this. And he does.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a little rough to see both runners having some trouble with LBLJ, but at the end of the day, you know, being a little bit behind here in the LBLJ segment in the Dark World, it's not that big a deal. It's not the end of the world. But up against someone like slipperynip, it's winner take all. There's no more do-overs. It's got to be a little bit scary, right? You can't really rely on Slip, a player like Slip, making those big mistakes in 2 races in the series.
A scary bit of a cycle there for manXmud, but able to get it. Slip skipping the exclamation mark button. He is moving up to the pipe.
Yeah, not needing
Same
that
with
switch.
manXmud. They both activated the stairs last race. Neither of them do this race.
That slope is so weird. It's so strange to me that they decided to make that slope a slippery slope that you can't like silly kick up. You like immediately start sliding down. But the giant one in the last level in the game in Bowser in the Sky, that's the exact same like concept. They're like, nah, you can do whatever. You can just kick up that slope, no big deal.
Yeah, that's definitely weird to me. The slipperiest surface in the entire game is in the first Bowser level. Maybe Bowser just used up all his Vaseline on that one slide.
I thought said gasoline at first. I was like, I don't know if I'd be lubricating anything with gasoline, but
No, that would be Fire Sea, Sarah. With all the fire.
I almost made a joke about stick lube and gasoline, but I don't want to be held liable for any sort of fires. So I'm just going to avoid that one.
That sounds painful.
As slipperynip first to dip into the painting here into Womp's Fortress. Likely going to be seeing the double jump owls and the full setup canonless here from Slip again.
Slip did miss block folder in the first race and looking...
Dude, no!
Oh, no, he did miss it.
He fell! No way. I was about to say
Not even able to get the setup.
He almost fell before even starting the setup, but he actually did. I mean, off the other side, that's a little bit rough, but, you know, giving manXmud a bit of a lead here. Doesn't quite look like it, but...
3 for 3 texture cycle in this game.
But yeah, manXmud can straight up just go for Wild Blue now. He doesn't have to do any silly business where, you know, Slip took all that time to line up for the canonless and then fell down, had to go for Wild Blue. Obviously a pretty massive time loss. We'll see if manXmud can stick the owlless here, going for the triple jump again. And it does make it look easy. Slip making the canonless work that time, but at what cost?
Cost of time, certainly. manXmud can just go get Wild Blue now. Slip gonna go back to his double jump owlless, which is certainly a riskier star. Takes a little bit longer than Wild Blue.
Yeah, just barely, just by a second or two, depending on your strats you're going for, which of course, we're going for the crazy strats here. manXmud skipping the single jump, which is...
Oh, and there you go! Slip missed it. manXmud in the lead.
slipperynip, honestly, I mean, with that lead that he had earlier on, like, this is a lot of mistakes in Womp's Fortress, and it's making me a little bit scared. Like, could we see slipperynip get knocked out here? Could we see manXmud take out the king? I don't know. I mean, slipperynip took out King Kano. I'm pretty sure he has the crown right now, but I think manXmud could take it away from him.
manXmud not only could take it away from him, but the potential to take it away from him after 2 LBLJ fails. So, Slip has left the door open. Now it is on manXmud to slam it shut. Yeah, West Dog. Wow, that was an interesting one. Slip eliminated Kano in his previous race. Now with the potential of losing it all here.
I think Wes is just upset that I said that Slip took Kano's crown. I think it's fair to say. I think it's fair to say that Kano is definitely a king no matter what, but... Unfortunately, not in this tournament currently. Both players grabbing the pillarless here. Going to be moving on to the talons. You know, it's rough seeing Kano get kicked out of a tournament, but you always got to remember, Kano will be in literally every competitive tournament till the end of time. This dude just grinds like a madman. Man's a full-time Mario gamer. We'll see more Kano in the future, don't worry.
Oh, for sure. He's actually learning some of the longer categories right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, focusing on 70 and 120. Kind of crazy. The short category king moving on to the big leagues. But gotta focus on this race right now. We got slipperynip lagging behind manXmud. A lot on the line here. Yeah, make sure to go follow our YouTube. We do have VODs on there. Unfortunately, Kano versus Slip is not one of them currently, but it will be on there in the near future. You can, of course, go look through the Twitch
so you
VODs.
Don't miss
but
it.
You can subscribe. We would appreciate it. YouTube's a little bit in slow motion right now. We're just getting kicked up to speed, but it is the best place to keep track of the VODs. Our chat, what do they call them? Statisticians? Statisticians? You're the math person here.
Statistician.
Statisticians. Our chat statisticians busted out at the plus 10 seconds. 10 seconds of lead for manXmud right now.
Yeah, there's the bracket I just posted. Winner will be guaranteed top 3. Loser will be in 4th. It is a best-of-3 race. They've both won 1 so far.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of regretting not making these best of 5 here in the top 4 last matches of the tournament. I mean, I don't know. Grand finals best of 7? Question mark. I'm having too much fun. I'm enjoying this, right? Like, you don't get to watch.
As long as it's not on Easter Sunday, I'll be there.
Do people actually celebrate Easter? I haven't celebrated Easter
yeah.
in like, I don't know, probably 10 years.
I mean, my family's decently religious, so I don't know, quote unquote celebrate. Still, a day to spend with family.
True. Yes, that is accurate, Coach Tipsy. The winner will play the loser of Benji versus Sweegie.
That race is coming to you on Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern. manXmud having some trouble there with the bully. slipperynip having to do a little bit of a kick back up, but definitely a bit of a cleaner bully star from Slip there. But Slip's still lagging behind here just a little bit. Not by a ton, but if you're just coming in and joining us here, you might be a little bit confused. Yes, slipperynip is behind right now, and this is the last match of the evening, the last race of the evening, and the last race of one of these racers' careers here in the 16 Star Open for this year. So
yeah, loser must delete their Twitch account, as you know.
Yeah, that is in the fine print. I hope all the racers understand that. I see quite a few people.
Bad news to Kano. He's been doing nothing but Twitch streaming for 8 months, and now he's lost his account.
You gotta follow the rules, though. It's an honor thing, right?
Yep, rules are rules.
I think he's got like an alt or whatever where he like wears that weird mask. You just scream on that.
Okay. He's good then.
Alright, so triple box jump coming out for Slip here. Looking good. As manXmud is grabbing the emergency exit star. See those slightly differing routes here. slipperynip going to be grabbing the toad and then rolling rocks. Or does he have emergency exit left? I'm not even sure. I think slipperynip just kind of just YOLOs it every time. I'm not even sure if he has like a constant star order. Seems like he just goes for whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. Thought I saw him grab emergency exit this time though. Oh, he already got rocks? Alright, never mind. Slip just has an interesting star order.
Slip goes rocks first. Because he does the C-up slide.
I suppose that makes sense, yeah. AC with the big brain. Interesting setup for this punch grab from manXmud going for the double long jump. You don't see that often. A lot of that, you know, you kind of go off the edge and do the slide, or excuse me, the rollout into the long jump. But a lot of different ways people set up for this. I remember when I was learning it, I was looking at a bunch of different high-level VODs and trying everybody's out, and some people's I just don't understand. Especially in excuse me, Lava Land when you go for side hop, and I know Slip does a lot where he does that really weird camera. It's like Mario cam. It's like I don't even know what's going on. Both these players on
great pace.
Yeah, extremely good paces right now. A little bit slower than last race, I would say, but still really sick paces.
Yeah, neither of these runners have we have not had a 2-for-2 front sub yet. Both of these runners have struggled once on front sub and succeeded immediately once.
Oh!
manXmud's looking like it's his turn to struggle. But here comes Slip. No opportunity for failure now. We could have a sink, but Slip taking the slip.
Oh my
And indeed,
goodness.
both runners gonna get second try front sub. That could have been a perfect sync heading
perfect
into
circle.
the fire scene.
Yeah. Would have been beautiful. But I don't know, the upset is also on the table too. That would be quite beautiful. I'm not rooting for anybody, perhaps, but at least not openly. But
you know me, I'm always just rooting for a good race. And this is certainly one. Although manXmud slipping, can he get up there in time?
yeah, that's the nice thing about pole glitch, right? Is you're trying, you know, optimally at this level to go for ultimate cycle. So you have like a full second and a half, maybe even 2 seconds of time where you can kind of burn. Whereas if you go for the movement without pole glitch, it's pretty much just like, do you get early cycle or do you not? There's none of that like leeway where you can be like, I'm gonna go for this strat, or I'm gonna do the triple jump wall kick, or I'm gonna do the triple jump dive. It's pretty much just one option. So pole glitch kind of king in these days.
4-second difference as both runners having to go down the railing. manXmud did not have the camera manip that Slip had. So that gives manXmud a little bit of his lead cut into. But both of these runners staying about 4 seconds apart. We're going to BLJ Saren for the match. Only one can survive.
Yeah, you got this? I'm gonna go AFK for a bit. I'm kind of bored.
Okay.
Just kidding. I am on the edge of my seat. I'm literally like sitting up. I'm in the gamer pose right now. And I'm like leaning over my desk. I'm ready to go. I hope these players are ready to show us some sick BLJs. Can we get some first air BLJs?
Bad
Unfortunate.
angle by manXmud.
Oh yeah, almost caught there.
He's gonna have to redo it. Slip his first attempt, not catching. He's gonna need a second attempt. Both runners cracking under pressure. That should be good for Man, and it is.
Yeah.
He'll get the backwards momentum.
Oh my gosh.
Slip through. He'll get the backwards momentum.
That was like identical BLJs for both. Coming up to the stairs.
Yep.
Catching a
4
little
seconds
bit.
apart.
Not quite executing. Here on the second
Oh
staircase.
man, watch out! Okay, he's good. I was worried about a wet dry world there for a second. Slip needing a second to catch, and then running into the invisible wall. He's gonna lose a couple seconds, and in we go to Sky. About a 6-second advantage for manXmud.
Yeah, Chatter's needing an ambulance. I'm needing an adult, perhaps. I'm a little bit confused. How is this race so close right now? How is manXmud in the
5 seconds
lead?
apart. manXmud with a ledge grab. That's gonna lose a little bit of time.
Yeah, actually insane stuff here. As
Slip gonna have to pick up the slope.
Yep. Triple jump wall kick from manXmud is good. Slipperynip, can he get the triple jump wall kick? Also good. Insane how consistent
The slow
these players
elevators
are
by
at that.
manXmud. Fast elevators by Slip. Troll Gooba potential goes around it. Same for Slip. And we are going into the pipe almost identical.
Oh
no!
my God.
Slip taking the lead, entering the pipe. It is separated by about 1/10 of a second.
Oh
Winner
my
advances,
goodness.
loser eliminated.
Oh, and Slip going
And
for the
Slip
side
missing the
flip.
grab.
Going for the side flip
manXmud
dive
with throw
jump.
number 1. He now has the advantage.
Wow.
Slip with 1 throw. manXmud with 2. Slip missing. manXmud hits the win. He's got it.
Oh my god.
Mud, the giant killer, Slippery Nip, eliminated.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That's
One
insane.
point when we were doing predictions, Saren, Slippery Nip had about 17,000 channel points, and manXmud had 1. The believers in manXmud will be heavily rewarded as manXmud sneaks his way into the top 3 of the 16 Star Open, and Slippery Nip eliminated in 4th. Saren, when you started this tournament, did you ever think we'd have the last 3 without Slipper Kano?
No, I'm honestly in so much shock I didn't even stop the timer there for Slip, but that was a crazy ending. I did not expect, I mean, like, I knew that he could do it, but, you know, I didn't come into this expecting that manXmud was going to take the win here. Like, that is absolutely, like, a shocker, right? Like, I always come into these races with manXmud, and I'm like, everybody sleeps on manXmud, everybody sleeps on manXmud. But he hasn't really had that, you know, like, breakout moment where he just, like, knocked somebody crazy out of the tournament. Yeah, at least not to my knowledge, but absolutely phenomenal. If you don't already follow manXmud, please go follow him. This dude is criminally underrated. This guy's criminally underfollowed. We got like 250 viewers in here. I want to see 250 follows in his channel. He's got 603 right now. Let's get him up to near 1,000. Come on, guys. You gotta follow this guy.
272 of you just watched the insane ending to that race. Hopefully somebody clips it. Hopefully we get a highlight on that. That was absolutely nuts. manXmud with the 1607. It is good enough to beat Slippery Nip. And manXmud, along with Suiji and Benji, the world record holder in 16 star and one of the top in both 16 and 70 star, managing to get to the top 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm blown away. Like, if you were to come to me
what
at the
else
start of
is
this
there to
tournament
say?
and be like, yeah, the top 3 are gonna be Suiji, Benji, and manXmud, I'd be like, are you like on some sort of like drugs? Like, have you been drinking tonight? Like, not any disrespect to manXmud or Benji, but like Kano and Slippery Nip are just such pillars of the 16-star community. Like, seeing them get knocked out before the top 3 is like, it's crazy, right? It's like what you hope for as like a TO, as a viewer. You want to see these upsets. You want to see this craziness. We'll see if we can get these players in for an interview.
manXmud apparently having something out for Flixer, beating Flixer, who was the 3 seed in this tournament in round 1, and then beating Slip, who knocked out Flixer in the losers bracket. So, manXmud, the 6th seed, into the top 3. We've lost Slip, we've lost Flixer, we've lost Kano, we've lost Mr. Jimmy Steele, and it is Suiji, manXmud, and Benji in the last 3. I believe a guaranteed 275 for these 2 runners, or not for these 2 runners, for manXmud now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna get interviews from either. I know manXmud's a man of few words. Slippery Nip, a man of slightly more words, but also few words. So we'll see. We got a no from manXmud, but we'll see if we can get Slip in here for a quick interview. But either way, I'm gonna be like jittery for the next like 2 hours. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. That was sick.
Looks like Slip also. It's a shame we're not going to get to talk to these players because we're out of words, Saren. That was an absolutely insane race, and we are so grateful that so many of you were able to watch that. Definitely go follow our socials, join our Discord so you know exactly what is coming up. We've got 2 races tomorrow, Jilcon and Finney, as well as the MU lower bracket semifinal. Gonna head over to the MU tournament. One of either Zilcon or Finney, I think, is gonna play 2 races back to back tomorrow, so that should be exciting. 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then on Sunday we now know that losers bracket match. Wait a minute, how do we? That's the MU bracket.
Yeah, you're getting them mixed up. Basically,
MU bracket finishing up tomorrow, starting at 2 o'clock, and then we have Suiji, Benji, winner guaranteed top 2, and that's coming at 6.
yeah, a lot of high octane Mario 16 star action this weekend. We got the N64 division finishing up next weekend, so make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you follow all the socials. I can't overstate how sick of a race this was. I mean, I'm just still stuck on it. Yeah, we better find somebody to race.